Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video, and we start today's video and we will be spending a significant amount of today's video in Shepshed right here on screen. In the last video I created a route going from, where were we, Maryport I believe? Maryport over to Shepshed, put the station in I think this is going to be its final location. I'm not entirely certain yet, but I do think that this is probably the best location I can find for it. And connected up some tracks just temporarily, and on the opposite side put in a temporary bridge. That bridge is going to be deleted and replaced with one that actually has arches that do not cut into the road, but it probably will be that style of bridge overall. Also, just looking at Shepshed in and of itself, I think I'm going to make some adjustments to the roads so that everything flows a little bit better and looks a bit more realistic to what a British town would be in its earlier stages. So that is also going to happen. Once that is done and the station is hooked up, I'm going to attempt to connect this all the way to Sudbury. Hopefully that happens in this video. If it does not, it will have to be in the next video, but certainly I do think I can get at least the majority of the route done, and then in the following video I will be doing a whole bunch of detailing along the line. So make sure you stay tuned. Nothing else to say, let's get started. In fact, no, there are a couple of things to say. First off, if you do enjoy the videos, do click the like button, and if you want to subscribe, that is free, and if you want to support me, you can support me on Patreon, so do go check all of that out, which is in the description box. But anyway, let's get started and let's rebuild. There's a lot of churches popping up. That mod might not have been the best of ideas. Let's rebuild Shepshed. Okay, so, do I know much about Shepshed? The answer is no. No, I do not. But I think the name of it comes from an older, well, it comes from sheep shed, as in a place to keep sheep, I think. I'm not entirely certain. I could be woefully wrong, but I do think that is where the term comes from. Right, I think that is the road I'm going to do. And see, this is the bit that I'm going to make an adjustment on. So, that is the new road compared to the old road. There we go. So what I want to do is I want to connect that up there. So I think if I cut this across like that, how will that work? Not quite the way I want it to, but I could do that. It isn't the best of junctions, but it isn't bad. And then if I pause this and just demolish that bit, I should be able to, yes, do that. And then that should continue as if nothing happened. Although, what I would like to do is actually straighten this section of road. So do that and then have that as a relatively straight section that then just curves in like that, and then this can go ahead and do that. Excellent. Right, centre of Shepshed is there. Not exactly an ideal spot, but it will do. And with that, I am going to actually put in a couple of roads. A little bit of a block there. That looks okay, and then this bit is going to be interesting, so let's go ahead and use the flatten tool at this level. Wait, not at that level. That isn't the correct level, is it? Why is it doing that? Why will it not flatten that properly? Right, okay. That is an annoyance. There's this tiny little lip, and it just will not flatten that properly. Hold on. Yep, there is a tiny lip, but there we go. Just smoothing it out afterwards will fix that. Okay. So, station approach. Large road, small road. I guess this will have to be a large road too for station approach. There we are. Fairly high up, and what we could do is we can have this road then curve its way. Should I say it curves its way out here? Where would it go from here? No. It would have to. There is no other. I mean, there is a viable option for it to run in that direction. Should we want it to? Okay, now I have an idea. For this. Let's say it was going to run in that direction, but instead, obviously we haven't done that. So it runs like that. And could a bridge be possible for this? Would a bridge be useful for this? That is. It would be. We could have a useful bridge here. All this lag for something with. As I never figured out what was wrong with this at any point. No, what I could do instead is say that really wants to connect up down there. So it's a much steeper. Yes, that could work. There we go. Look, station approach. That is going to work. With the connection, I was going to try and do a five-way junction there, but that isn't going to happen. So instead, I could turn this in like that and have a couple of smaller roads running at the back of this. Trying to bear in mind houses that I would want to build here going forward. Okay, so that goes up there, that goes around there, over here. So what is it that I'm going to do here? Well, this is going to be quite easy actually. What I'm going to do is grab the paint tool, grab the dirt tool, and just paint another dirt track. And the dirt track is going to go through the forest, like so, So if I hold shift it overwrites? Yes it does. And this is going to join up to this one. But also I will have it have a split out from here that runs along this route where this farm border is and connect up there. There we go. I could probably have that go down in that direction as well, but this is how I'm going to do it. And potentially I could say that there's another route that goes along here, which is why we have this border. There we go. So there's another one done. Excellent. This route can probably, well, I'll figure that out. That one is fine. There needs to be another one out in this direction, I think, but I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that. Why is there a gap here? What was here? What was here? No idea. No idea whatsoever. Was there a road that went? No, there wasn't. I still need to make this mod. I really should get on with it. Perhaps in a couple of episodes' time, that will be done so that I can much more easily create rivers. Right. So that is that bit of shed built up. I'm actually going to change something here. I'm going to build up more of the town on this side. Just a little bit. So I'm going to connect that up and connect that up. And then have a road that goes out like this, just runs out this way. Like so, and in fact I'll have it go up to that border and then have one that runs like that. There we are. And then in here I can have, let's do, how am I going to do this? Let's do a 90 degrees. Oh, that just give me a almost perfectly straight. It's almost perfect, so it could work. Could do that. And that. Wait. Upgrade this road up to just up to there. That seems reasonable. Curved road, well, that's the wrong way. Like so, and then straight over. And perhaps add in a curve there. Okay, now I can block some of this in. So how far does it need to be again? So I could probably get away with another block just there, get away with a block here. I'm not going to, I was measuring these out to be perfect, but with a mod that I may eventually make. I really should get on with these. I just do not have the time. But with a mod that I had planned, I could do this and it wouldn't really matter. Let's make that a straight road. I think this would be fairly realistic. Say that building was there first before the road was built in, so it ended up like this. Actually, it just ended up like that. That is how this block ended up. And we'll do that, which then connected in this weird triangular fashion, which is going to be a traffic problem at some point. That much is for certain. So, right, that is that bit of Shepshire completed. I'll fast forward all of this. Now what I need to do is maybe smooth out some of this for the hill. So let's get this hill smoothed out. There we go. That way I can start building along this bit. Good. Lower this bit too. There we go. Maybe just smooth out that. Or smooth that out. There we go. I could push this back. In fact, I do want to maybe make an attempt to push it back. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to pull it off yet, but that would be perhaps a good idea. Okay, so for this one, the way I'm going to have to do this, let's do... How am I going to do this one? Up and down? Could do roads that went like this. Could work. 1, 2, 3, 4 roads that go up like that. And then this road actually will... Oops. This road can curve directly into here, which would probably end up making that a main road. Wait, that should be the main road. So hold on. Rethink. Nope. Rethink again. I could just connect that and that. Makes that a main road, which I should probably end up doing. In fact, I know it's going to get rid of that building, but if I do this and then that, start upgrading this road. I thought this was a main road, but apparently it isn't. There we are. And then upgrade this road. That should do. And eventually, I suppose one of these roads will end up becoming a main road. But I think that should do the trick there. Okay. So Shepshire now has quite a bit going on. What I want to do now is start getting rid of this. Well, I say getting rid of that bridge from there, suppose... Yes, look, it is really not working. Let's get rid of it. And think of a general direction in where we need to go as well. So the general direction is that way towards that lake, I think. Yes, I think towards this lake, and then we have a curve in across there. So if we just roughly... So from here, how's that going to look? Effectively towards that tree line there. Is that going to be possible? That is the question. Keep that straight. Just wait for it to lag for the bridge. Or just do this so that it makes the bridge straight away. Okay. So we could bridge out like that. How long would the bridge end up being? We could go back to an embankment at some point. Let's just keep looking at this bridge height. So at this point it isn't too high, then it does lift up a bit, goes over this, which is fine. And then I suppose we really should be bringing it down, back to ground level, hopping over this. Okay, this is going to be interesting because of this valley. In fact, I think it may be a better option to try and run through this side and around. That might be the better option because this valley is quite... It does go down quite a bit. Okay. For now, let's just have it peeling out. Let's up to there. Pick a bridge. We could have this bridge with its... which actually could work. It does not look too out of place. Bit long for that style. Could have this bridge. The first steel bridge of this style. That could also work. Something a little bit fancier, maybe with better trellises. What are you? Why are you jumping now? We can have this bridge, which has that issue right there. These are the bridges that really look the best, but seem to not... These bridges look okay too. Do we have any other style of bridge? We have that one, which is not the greatest. I do not think. We have this style. So what's the difference of those styles? Shorter and longer base. Okay. Then we have this style, which actually, like that, looks better than you maybe think. We have this one, which are... What is it? Just an invisible bridge. Okay. Let's see what else we have. We have the embankment, which I think I will have to end up using. We have this. You know what? I'm going to pause this because I'm concerned. See, I could use this in places. I could use that. So what I would do is cut certain sections out and replace it with this. Like, for example, there. And maybe out there a little. But certainly there. There and perhaps the back of this. And I could actually put a road here. That is tempting. That is actually quite tempting to do something along those lines. Because then I could have this bridge. Because that bridge and that bridge, I believe... Oh, this one doesn't have a top to it, though. This is where things get more interesting. That's just broken. That's just solid brick. No, no. Again, possibilities. Aha. That has the top bit of that. Not sure what that is supposed to be. Okay, this is all part of something together. Clearly. Okay, I understand. It's just one side of it. I'm going to try this. I do not know whether this is going to pan out the way I want it to. What are all of these? Strange bridges. I suppose it's supposed to be a block into something. How does that work? Okay, I think I'm going to try this. So, the first thing I need to do is... Let's accept this. Yep, let's just accept that. I know it doesn't work properly yet. And on this side, accept that. Okay. It's a bridge. It is not great. Realistically, I'd probably want the arches lower. This is not great. I will then do the same thing here. Potentially with the exact same bridge. Hang on. But if I join these bridges up together... Hang on a moment. Please do not mess up. Okay, I could join all of these bridges together. Before I do any of that, what I need to do is I need to be able to establish that this bit here will be able to be built properly. Because, as you can see, that is not how it needs to be. So I would need to put an invisible bridge on and then try to fill it up, or do something, which I think is not... Yeah, this is not something... Unfortunately, I do not think I can pull this one off in a reasonable amount of time. So I'll tell you what, instead of doing that, we know roughly where we want to head. I'm going to leave that section of bridge there. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go over to Sudbury and try to determine how we need to move this out of here. So, let's just connect these two tracks to start with. I'll just pull them at 100 miles per hour because why not? What on earth? There we go. And let's try to determine where we could go with this. Now that is a pretty steep descent. That is more like the descent we require. But how far will I need to be going in order for that descent? It isn't going to happen. The only way I can do this is for it to peel off in that direction up that hill. That has to be it. Going around this side is not possible. But coming around here, just to look at it, no, even that is not a descent profile you want. I say that. Look, it does eventually get there. All I've got to do is tighten that up to be out here. Okay, that is what I'm going to do. Here we go. So let's say 40 miles per hour at that descent rate. Not the correct term, I know, but let's set that descent, or with that descent profile. I'll leave this all as currently as whatever it is, invisible track, just so I can see. So this is now currently at the top of some trees, but it isn't bad. That is not bad. If I manage to get it up here, we're in an even better condition. So, instead of that, let's now break that. So that was 40 miles per hour. Let's try to continue turning this at 40 miles per hour. Like that, and actually put the embankment in. There we are. Okay, we are going to make it here very, very quickly. It is just not quite the way I wanted it. I would rather it be... Where would I rather it skirt? Maybe if it skirts around here a little. Let's just find out. Let's find out where it goes. So at that point, we are almost at ground level. And would go across that. This bit will obviously end up being a little bridge, and up along here and across. Go across here, small tunnel, I guess. Pop out under this and then go up or something. Okay. Slight change plan here. speed limits will all change. That's not something I need to worry about just yet. There we go. Break this bit. This will end up being a tunnel. There, like that. Then I can just skirt along this bit, which is a bit lower than I want. Perhaps if I skirt along this side of it, just turn it there. That should give me what I'm after. And it could actually end up looking rather nice if I do this properly. If I get this done properly, this could look quite good. And if I'm careful and thoughtful about this, if I drop this bit to where I would actually want it to be, which is probably about that low. Yep, if I do that, I'll smooth this just a touch. I can also put the bridge in without having to worry about it. And then go back and fix that. Okay. How does this work? Embankment. Up to there. I think this is fairly good. And then exactly what I wanted to happen has worked. Just a small stone bridge. Yep, that has worked excellently. Now, that is 75 meters. Where are we over here? $73 down there, and then up here is what? Don't do that. $90, but I can bring it down. I can make this start dropping. So if I turn this in along here, make it go under the road, pop back out, under the road, pop back out, lift up, go only slightly over this road and have that connect, that should do the trick. So that is the plan. Let's go ahead and get that underway. Maybe I can keep this turning then. Actually, I could, because I can make it go down there and then pop into a little tunnel. Yeah, why not? Why not just do that? So I could do this. And just very, very lazily break that too. Let's make this a lazy. Sure. Could I do that? Would that be reasonable? Or would I expect it not to do that? Probably expect it not to be doing that. Then I'll break through that bit. And this is the point where I need it to maybe pop underneath that stream. So I'll just break that. Start working my way through exactly like that. Yep. And let's start it's just going to dip just underneath. So maybe reach here, have it dip slightly, and then just pop out on this side. So let's just do that. Break through. There it goes. Not quite at tunnel depth yet though. It's a bit, not quite where I want it to be. It's a bit too shallow. There we go. That works. How far further back can I push this? Apparently not that far. Interesting. What if I brought it to there and then tried to... Then I can tunnel wherever I want. And that looks like a suitable location for the tunnel. I'm starting to use these tunnels far more because, well, they just look better. Could use this one actually. If this one works. I'll try that one. Might not. I think I may have tried that before and it does not work properly. But I'll see. Which side does this need to be? That's the other thing. Do not build that. There we go. Does not matter. Right, that does not matter. Good. And then this is where, yep, just pop out quite easily. Let's just have this, do that. Leave it in the tunnel just for a bit longer. So just there, for example. And then let's try to have it pop out at a reasonable incline. Heading towards that location. So we'll do that. And then across there. Fairly straight. We can break up this farm. Aha. And now we need to start looking at lifting it just that little bit. Exactly as this is happening right now. This might not be enough of a lift. That was not quite enough, was it? Not quite enough. Okay. Maybe lift it just a little earlier from here. Right, okay. That looks a little better. Will it be okay? Still not quite there. But I could have a very gentle... So we'll do that and just do a very gentle incline. See how far we can go with this. Warning, low bridge. I think I'm just going to go with these bridges. That will do. Okay. Delete that now that I have the area I want the bridge in. I know this bit is not right, so I'll break this wall and just replace that with embankment. There. This bit I also know needs to be worked upon, so I will just do that and pop the bridge in. Or what? Alright. Give me the bridge, please. Not like that. That's it. Just there, but wrong style. That's more like it. Interesting. I do that and it seems to bend ever so slightly. There we go. Okay. Now I'll delete that one and let's see what the connection to that looks like. Fairly low, fairly low. All low bridges, but doable. I think they should all be manageable. Okay. Bridge pillar collision because of you. Okay. That bit is clear. This bit is clear. This bit is a bit long, so I will make an adjustment. It could potentially work. I might make an adjustment there. Remove this road and push it somewhere else so that we can have an arch there. But there we are. That is connected. Okay, so that is the entire route actually connected up. It was not easy. And I'm going to now put the second bit in here. So actually, I'll mark this as 40 so that I know that bit is going to be 40. Then we're going to go up to the 100 mile per hour track. Still not sure why that knocks it down to 38, but that's fine. That bit of the speed limit will probably end up changing anyway. Oh, there's a 90 section here. Okay. So that's 100. No, it isn't. There, that is 100. That is 100. So I'll put a 90 section in the middle. Back to the 100. Route that all the way. Into the tunnel, that seems fine. Please do not crash. No, 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 no. I haven't saved. Why would you randomly crash? Okay, one crash load later, and thankfully not lost anything. Where were we up to? Here. Right. A100? No, we're not trying to build an A road here. Let's go. A little bit left to build. This time I'll just do that and then build through the tunnel. I think it must have got confused trying to connect up to this for some unknown reason. This bit is going to be interesting, this stream, because that tunnel is actually really close. I may have to re-profile some of that. I will see. Right. Now, this is where I think I should probably switch to 4-track before this bit happens. So, I've connected this correctly to the middle line. Yes, I have. So I will then apparently struggle with this again. Come on. Stop it, bridges. Should I try to fix this bit first? Let me try to fix this bit first. So if I do that, break that bit, and rebuild this section of railway. Oh, come on. Bridge height down. There we are. That is a much shorter section because before it was up to there. There we go. Okay. Apparently in this version, the bridges... Oh no, they're now working. I was going to say the bridges are even more annoying. Try and push that up to there. Just to there. And across. Okay. So the entire bridge is going to be 4-track. And then at this point is where I will merge. Yes, that can be the merge. Okay. So merge is on. Now, the best thing I can do here is I know that is 1-track width, right? Yes. So, and I have no idea how this is going to pan out if I try this, but I'm going to try anyway. If I build this one, this middle bit, in fact, oh, somehow that has worked. All I need to do is build it up to... No, wait. Let me try and actually build this properly. That is too long. And it complains of bridge pillar collisions anyway. Do that. Oh, go away, bridge pillar collision. It's probably that's causing it. Right. Why do we have bridge pillar collisions now? Okay, I'll come back to that bit. I'll just do this bit. Which apparently now does not wish to... There we go. Not great, but it is okay. And I will... Let's just do... Well, that has all gone wrong too. Why has this gone all wonky suddenly? No. Well, that isn't right, is it? Okay, it is fine. The reason being is that what I'm going to do is use that as the split. Okay. There we are. And now, as it comes around from here. That is where it is going to connect. Okay, good. Now that that bit is done, I can put this in, which I know is not correct at the moment, but I put that in and then delete this. And presto, both of those somehow fix themselves. Okay. There's my bridge. I could turn this into one bridge by adding a ballast track in the middle. Somehow. Okay, next bit is to connect that to that. And then now I can get rid of this one. Yes, I know there's a bridge pillar collision. You're telling me this as if I do not know what is going on here. Right, bulldoze anyway. Which one did you bulldoze? You bulldozed the... No, you've bulldozed something. There. What are you complaining about now? You no longer exist. Are you still complaining? Yes. But now that is gone. There's a tiny sliver there. I wonder if I can now connect that to that. Apparently I can, but it is a problem. So what I'll do is I'll do this. What bridge pillar collision? There. And now I will connect that to that. That bit works. Good. I'm actually going to put the other track in. That bit works without a problem. And now just focus on this and this. That wasn't so difficult. There we go. Okay. That probably brings me to the end of this episode. Yes, I think that brings me to the end of this episode. I need to still manage this bit. No. Why are you being such a pain? How about... Okay, just do that for now. I'm sure I can figure something out from there. And lastly, it's a 100 mile per hour connection there too. Excellent. Okay, so that one is not quite as smooth as I wanted it to be. Maybe because I need to start it further back. Yes, I need to start it further back, so there. Better. Right, that does bring me, as I said, to the end of this episode. So, still some more work that needs to be done. Detailing, obviously, on this side and just making sure the farms are back in place. This bridge, I think I might change for the other style of stone bridge. I think that the brick probably needs to be changed. Is there anywhere else I've got a stone bridge along this route that would be obvious what kind of brick it should be? There is some over here, isn't there? Well, this is a completely different kind. Right. This does look quite messy. I do have to say this does look rather messy. What are you waiting for and why? There shouldn't be anything holding you up, right? So I'm just curious about this now. What is holding that up? Is there a train sitting in this platform? Oh, there is. Okay. So you're just waiting for that, which means you are probably holding up all sorts of traffic because this is only 2-track. Well, not yet. You're about to, perhaps. Not just yet. As long as you start moving in the next few seconds, which you do not wish to do. I'm just a little confused as to whether these trains are stuck or what. Always concerned when that happens. Oh no, this one should be leaving in a minute. Okay, that is fine. So that is correct. But yes, so that does bring me to the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I will probably go get a thumbnail. Please remember to click the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Any suggestions you might have. You're not moving. Because it was the opposite one that was going. It's this one. The reason you're not moving is because we've lost. Why is that the case? Why is that a thing? Why has that happened? Berwick upon Tweed. There. Right, you just go. Off you go. Okay. That was strange. That was very strange. Right, yes, as I said, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think, any suggestions you might have. I think I will take a thumbnail just here. That can be the thumbnail for today. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon, link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. I guess I could put some stuff around here. Yeah, I suppose I probably should put some housing and stuff around on this side too. But for now, this is where I'm going to end it. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series.